corporate soft skills trainer, and she's also been coaching and building a lot of brands, specializing in small scale industries, and with her corporate experience for more than 7+ years, and she's been doing this for 5+ years. She believes in building small brands and ensuring that women can actually do things better, with having creating much more impact on the way the brand is perceived. So we would like to know more about it. There are a lot of people, including me, out there who really don't know what image consulting is. So maybe you can start. We want to hear from you, Pratibha, more about you as Pratibha. Why you took image consulting as a passion and coaching and training as a passion, to train others, because that's the most difficult thing. खुद का करना बहुत मुश्किल है, and you're on a mission to change somebody else.
Right.
And how was the journey? What are the services you provide? So maybe you can throw some light on that. So over to you.
Thank you so much. Firstly, that I would like to thank Ravi to invite me here. I'm really glad to be part of this program. And coming to your question as such, so I would say that this is was my childhood dream in a way, but I was not aware that something like this exists altogether. So when I was basically I'm a corporate professional, I had worked for two MNCs like IBM and Dell India. So always had this feeling of I need to do more. I'm just being an average employee, or just end of the month, looking at the salary, I was like feeling satisfied, but still I always had that true calling was something missing in my profession or whatever I was. So there was a golden period called as sabbatical leave for me. There I realized that yes, I want to do something out of my own, my passion, what I'm really passionate about. So there exactly training and coaching or transforming people lives came into picture, I would say that. So there exactly I always felt that especially that idea came into me when I was just helping my own mate's daughter to read and write. I felt that an enormous amount of satisfaction, I can say that. So I felt, okay, this is something which I'm truly might be passionate about. But again, I always felt there must be a platform to launch yourself. So that is where I got these three certificates done, international certifications done, from image management from Image Council of Institute US, and a certified train the trainer from NABET, that is National Accreditation Board of Education and Training, and also soft skill training from SQA, that is Scottish Qualification Authority. So but the idea how did I get is, as a child I always felt that how people come across so confident, how do they look as such charismatic personality. So as a child we were actually three daughters for that matter, so there was always a constant comparison going on, and how do you look, how do you present, how do you talk along with your academics, everything. There was a constant comparison. So I always felt there must be someone who can teach you how to present yourself, how to communicate, being yourself, being unique, at the same time communicate your heart out. So these were the things which was always there in back of my mind, but I never knew those days, or even during my college, some profession exists like this. So when I was in search of my passion or somewhere, this came up to me as in a golden platter, literally I should say that. So everything what I love, dressing up, presenting yourself, communication, basic etiquettes, which will actually nurture you as a person, which will make you as a totally different person, but at the same time being yourself. It's like bringing out your best version of yourself. So that exactly made me feel that yes, this is something which is just made for me, and I would thoroughly enjoy doing that, and I am enjoying it from till date. I never feel that I'm working. I don't mind working all the 7 days of the week also, I would say that. So usually in corporate life we'll be looking forward for when do I get a weekend or something, but here I'm really proud to say that I don't feel that that baggage, or as I'm working something, because I thoroughly enjoy what I do. So there is no looking back, or I enjoy working all the 7 days, especially during this pandemic. Not even a single day has gone without a coaching or a training session for me. So it's been a blessing in disguise for me.
So what is the difference between being a beautician? Beauticians also do a makeup and all that, and image consulting.
Sorry, come again. I didn't get your question, Ravi. Sorry.
Yeah. So what is the difference between beautifying yourself,
Okay.
makeup and all that, and building your own image? So what's the difference?
So there is a whole lot of difference, I would say that here, because again, when people hear me out saying that image consult, they think that it's all about external appearance. But external appearance is just a small part of it, trust me. Because until unless if you're not that confident person from inside, the glow or the your confidence doesn't glow out outside, that doesn't show up outside, it doesn't flow outside. So it's a total, it's a whole package. And that's the reason today, more than image consulting, my niche is on more into personal branding, where actually image consulting is also just one single pillar, I would call this. There are always four different pillars when you meet a person for the first time. So the first is, of course, the external look. Until unless you don't get that vibe kind of thing, that you have to go and talk to that in person, you may not enter the first gate itself. So once you enter the first gate, the second gate would be how well you introduce yourself, how well you communicate, how well you are able to connect with that person. And the third gateway would be something like leadership quality.
Right.
After that, how you are able to connect with that person and able to enhance yourself and build yourself. So these are the few gateways whenever you meet any person, even in a networking forum or on a day-to-day basis also, for that matter. Coming back to your question, image and makeup is only on external front, where we do, we give a makeover. But here, even in image consulting, we use the word sometimes makeover, but it is a makeover inside out, as a whole person. And more importantly, being yourself. We strongly believe in being yourself, being unique, and bringing out the best version of yourself.
So, who needs image consulting? Is it for employees, corporate employees? Is it for women entrepreneurs? Is it for people, general housewives, and house husbands, small business people? Who is this for? I mean, are students also required? Are the college students who are passing out, hitting the corporate life? Will this also help them? So, what who all would this benefit?
I would literally say, Ravi, this is not for any one particular, kind of one particular person or one particular organization or one particular business owner. I would say, especially these days, each and every human being out there is a must, because everybody is looking to upskill themselves, looking to enhance themselves. If you are here, you're going to be enhanced here. If you're here, you will be enhanced to the next level. So there is always a next level of enhancement for each and every human being, for that matter. Especially as you named college students, for that matter, college students, once they complete the graduation, they are going to the corporate world. So it's very important, how do they package themselves as a whole? So how do they present themselves as a whole? It's very important for them. As coming back to a startup or a business owner, because you day in day out you talk to a lot of clients, so your first impression matters a lot. How do you, though you're enough highly skilled, knowledgeable, but still, how is your presentation skills? How well are you able to communicate and put it across? Will also have greatest impact whether you'll be able to close that particular deal or not. For a student, how do you able to get through and you'll be able to crack your dream, or you'll be able to you're going to miss out your dream job. So I would say, even as a home, as you asked me, even for a housewife or a homemaker for that matter, these days, especially as how much we give importance to the fitness, I'm sure equally this is also plays a major role, because everybody is conscious enough. And in a way, though we say judging is not good, or trust me, each and every moment we are judging each other for a minute, for that matter, when we meet for the first time. So that's the truth of the life. So one has to be presentable. One has to know how best you can present yourself and create that best first impression of yourself, which is a must in each and everyone's life, I would say.
So, Pratibha, is this expensive? This common notion for anything, when you try new, the common notion people have is, this should be very expensive because I have to carry myself, buy a lot of formal clothes. Obviously, when that tension is there, husband will also say, "Yaar, tu mat ja," because I cannot afford all those formal clothes and your different way of dressing. So, is this expensive overall in terms of getting into an image consultant and after effects of carrying yourself in a perfect way?
That's a lovely question. I would say that. Thanks for the question, Ravi. Actually, this is usually the usual query what I keep hearing from my clients. So in a way, I would love to answer this question. So it's like I would say that instead of, for example, you have a budget of 5,000 for that matter, you go for a shopping. So instead of buying 5 different shirts, and which is of okay kind of a quality and looks simple and basic for that matter, I would recommend you to buy one single shirt worth 4,000 or 5,000. But you always count in such a way that how many times am I going to wear that particular shirt. If you have an idea that I'm going to wear the same particular shirt or a trouser or anything for that matter, if you can calculate up to 40 times, you can multiply that 40 times into this price. Then there is total cost per wearing, we call that as. So that is where you have to look up to. So that is where it's having the minimum clothes. But again, here I'm not not talking about any brands. Trust me, even a person who is selling something on the roadside, if you're able to buy that, if you know your personal style, here again, I would like to quote about personal style. What is personal style? For that matter, when we look up to some role models, when we see somebody on the TV, television, or celebrity, we try to copy them without knowing what is my personal style, what are my roles, what are my goals, how do you want others to perceive you by your clothing and your presentation, isn't it? So we just blindly copy somebody. That is where I'm sure, if you ask, it's though common for men and women, I'm sure for women it's a lot. Just ask if you have in your family, whether do you have a set of clothing in your wardrobe which you never wear, a set of clothing like at least 10 pairs.
Yeah.
Whenever I've asked this question to anyone, they have always said yes, I do have. And why is that? When we see that, when we try that and still buy it and come back home, but still we never get the occasion to wear it, or we are not sure how to carry ourselves. That is the only reason, is without analyzing what is my personal style, I'll just go and blindly buy some trendy clothes, or somebody following some role models, and you buy something and you wear for it. Then it's expensive, because you're going to lose a lot of money on which doesn't fit you, which doesn't suit you, and it could land up expensive. So when you know your personal style, actually you save your time, energy, money. So that is where I would like to say that it's not expensive actually, if you rightly see it. Hope I answered your question.
Yes, yeah. So because that's a common notion which people have. Once coaching is done, but later after you take the inputs, you have to implement it, and if that is expensive or not. So, good point. Good way you've described it. So what are the results you've seen which you really got inspired after during this particular process? You would have obviously had some common clients and all that, but some miracles that happened, a complete makeover or complete transformation. Maybe one or two examples you can showcase before we get into rapid fire questions to you.
The rapid fire is something I'm really worried about. No? So okay, so I have my favorite two success stories. I always quote this, and that's my favorite things. I would say that the one thing is, especially in Allianz field, one of the father approached me saying that his daughter is not able to find the right life partner. When their father approached me, of course, the daughter is highly qualified, working for an MNC, earning handful of salary, but still they were not able to find the perfect partner for her. So when the father approached again, I have to go and talk to the daughter, and the daughter was not really willing, kind of hesitant, because this is very sensitive point to go and talk to somebody that I'm going to help you in grooming. That's something very sensitive for a person might be. So the person was not so willing, but again finally, because of being little friendly, and I happened to talk to her once or twice over a call, and then I made sure, let's just meet up on a coffee. So once I met, she was very happy with the consultation done and complete. We finally finished the entire consultation. To my surprise, we both of us bumped into each other in a common place, and she was with her spouse, for that matter, I think fiance, I guess. It was almost 1.5 years old. Okay. And usually people wouldn't like to introduce, saying that, okay, this is the lady who helped me in grooming and all. But to my surprise, she said, she is the one reason responsible for you to being in my life. She's the one, all the credit goes to her. That is what she said. This is something made me so happy. Not any fame, not money would make me so happy. I would say that particular sentence, literally something similar to this, she said, because of her, you are in my life. Because she helped me how to groom myself, how to be more presentable, how to communicate more, because she was too assertive actually in nature. So how to tone it down, how to tone up everything. So these are the simple things. Might sound very simple, but they're very powerful techniques, I would say that. So this is my first success story, which made me really happy, because we have been the turning point in their life. I'm sure she'll be remembering me for their lifetime. And the second thing was a student, for that matter. I was training. This was during my starting days again. So that student was coming from a not so good, kind of background. He was from a lower middle class or something, but he has very huge, big dreams, for that matter. So those days were the days when I used to, first do the sessions and then take the charges. But though now I've changed it, but earlier days I have to take the sessions and then I used to charge, or after completing the session, I used to mention the fees and all those things. So for whatever reasons, he was unable to pay me the entire payment. And though I followed up, he finally, said that, ma'am, I don't have it now. I'm really sorry. He said, then I didn't have any other option. What else I can do it? So I had to let him go. Again, here to my, I would say, I should, I don't know, whatever happens in your life, that is sometimes, it's always good for, there is a reason behind it. So, similarly, this guy calls up to me after almost 12 months, I guess, or more than that, I would say. And he calls up and again say, ma'am, can I meet you today? I said, okay, why is he calling me now? Which he is not paying me the payment also. But again, he comes up to me and he says that he was placed overseas and he got his dream job because of the communication skills or the interview skills which I taught him, or the basic etiquettes which I taught him. We had a 10 days program for that matter. So he comes back to me with his first month salary and says this, ma'am, this is for you, this is your Guru Dakshina, please accept. Though I never accepted it, but that words, these things makes you feel that, oh my God, I'm just made for this, I'm here in the right way, I am touching people's lives and transforming people's lives. So these things make me feel very it's like enormous feeling, and the energy levels goes high immediately for me, and I feel that I enjoy the sharing with each and every member whenever I get a chance to. So these are my wonderful 2 success stories which I love to share.
Super, good one. So for friends who are watching this, this is a quick advice. So it is worth, everybody knows, we all know, it is worth investing some time and some money on ourselves so that we can improve. These gadgets, the amount of money which we spend on gadgets, new phones, new TV, new car, accessories, all this is fine. But until unless we are spending some time and upgrading ourselves, you will be staying. And then why are we having regrets as to why am I not getting promoted? Why am I not having career growth? Why my business is not growing? So some of these things we should not be questioning if we are not investing on ourselves. So this is one reason we have some of these programs, and these are all programs. Those are like tested, certified, worked out, and only after that these programs have been, the trainers have been trained and do it. So it is worth taking some of these programs if you still have why it's not happening, why things are not moving. So maybe it's worth spending some time for yourself, some money to get a coach who can guide you in answering some of these questions. So with that, Pratibha, let's get into rapid fire questions because we want to know you well. So are you
Okay.
all set?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. What are you most grateful for right now in this moment?
Okay. I am grateful for, I would say that even during this pandemic, I'm able to do a lot of trainings, keeping myself happy and, kind of going on and on. At the same time, I'm very grateful for my family to be healthy and safe and being at home and taking care of and giving, I'm able to handle more things at the same time, spending quality time with the family. So that's, I'm really grateful for.
Superb. Would you rather have a live-in? I mean, in your apartment, obviously your family is there, but would you like to have a live-in massage therapist at your home who's full-time with you, or a live-in chef, who's taking care of your cooking things so that you can spend more time in coaching? So what would you prefer? Remember,
Okay.
a massage therapist will give nice massage, but after massage you will doze off. That is guaranteed. Ask me. Massage is really good, but if you have any other plans after that, doesn't work out. So massage therapy will give you a good relaxation. You will doze off. You might sleep for like 12 hours after it, and
Yeah.
a chef who will cook for your requirement. So what would you prefer?
Trust me, if you're asking this question to an woman, I'm sure they'll go for cook only because cooking is one thing. Because I have a maid for each and everything, but my spouse is very particular. At least cooking, please tum banalo. So that is where I feel like, okay, but still I'm like not really happy doing that. But again, I have to do it because the health matters a lot. So still, if you ask me that option, though I love getting the massage done, but still I would say cook will be really helpful for me so that I can relax thoroughly.
Okay, so is your husband also somebody like me? During pandemic, he said I'm learning cooking and all that. Ended up doing nothing after a couple of days.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
same,
like,
right?
he made breakfast for me for that matter because I was getting ready for this. So here and there he helps me out, but not really in that case. Everything else is like cooking is completely my department as such. Yeah.
Yeah. See, we husbands, we want to do. Our intentions are right.
I know. I can get that. Yeah, but somehow he doesn't get end. If you guys don't end up doing that. That is
Yeah,
where
yeah.
exactly is the kind of this thing. But still, he's trying. I'm happy. At least he made me a sandwich. I'm really happy with that. At least I was able to, not get into the kitchen today and early in the morning. So yeah, that's a like.
Okay, would you like to write a book? If yes, what would it be about?
No doubt, it's about personal branding. I have already. It's on it's on my cards. I'm working on it. Maybe it will take a lot of time, no doubt. I'm just started thinking on thinking. Actually, I'm not even taking the baby steps. I would say I'm just thinking on writing a book on personal branding, of course.
Super. So, are you an introvert? I mean, have you been like this from childhood, or was it different?
Now, I was totally an extrovert all the time, I would say that. But there were inhibitions, there were lack of confidence here and there for due to many reasons, which I'll be talking about 1 minute CM also, because academically I was not that great student, an average student. So as I was telling, even at the start of this thing introduction, there was always a constant comparison, which made me feel that is this all about? Why is this academics so very important? And if I'm not good at mathematics, why am I forced to score good high marks in mathematics? Or if I'm not good at science, still I was asked to join PCMB for whatever reasons. Those days it was only engineering or doctor. You
Doctor,
have to
yeah.
become those two to be successful and happy. So these things had an impact on me. But yes, but I was always an extrovert. Always I used to speak this fast, I would say. So that's been always me. Yeah.
Okay. Who's the last person who disappointed you, and what happened? If you can explain the scenario.
Oh my God. Quite tricky. Okay, disappointed. Um, Seriously, I need to think now, Ravi. Okay, so for that matter, I would, I would still say my spouse, because I told him to keep my laptop switched on, log into Skype, keep it ready 10 minutes before only, which he didn't do. That is why I was late for the live program. I was telling him I have to go live exactly at 11 o'clock. How can I be late? Because I'm really, like, as a trainer, I can never afford to say that. I never do that also. Even during my training programs, I always make sure I'm half an hour before on time, like because we need to get used to the location, everything, then set everything and go ahead. So though I told him from the room, please keep my laptop switched on, everything, but still he didn't do for whatever reasons. He gave me another 2 reasons. So that is where I was delayed today. So that is what a disappointment for me. For the
Yeah,
time
Sachin, next time sandwich cancelled for Pratibha. Don't make sandwich for Pratibha.
It's Shabri.
Sabri. Okay.
Change then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every person has a location where they sit and then they get ideas. Okay, some people watch TV and then they get ideas. Some people sit in the balcony peacefully, they get ideas. And so, what's your location where you get a lot of ideas?
For me, it's more than the place. The timings matter. Early morning. I'm a morning person, though I love partying and in the late night or something. But still, when I need to work on something very serious, when I need to jot down something, I need to create some content for my presentation, the morning time. And yes, if at all I can get a place and a balcony, sitting, seeing the greenery and fresh air, of course, it will be like cherry on the top, of course.
When was the last time Pratibha got astonished seeing herself in the mirror?
Astonished. What kind of question is this, Ravi?
It's like you see in the mirror and say, hey, this is not me.
Okay. Yeah, I can say that during this pandemic, I never got my facial done. I never got my haircut done. Nothing. Literally, even now for that matter. So after 5 months, actually, I was astonished. At the same time, I was surprised and happy that not bad. I have taken care of my skin and my hair and everything. So it's naturally glowing, and even without facials and regular body massage done or something, because I make sure head to toe, I mean, everything is done for me every month on month. But this 5 months, I haven't venture into a parlor or something. So, but yes, that you can say it.
Okay. So apart from business, career, this is not working, that is not working, or career growth, somebody improving their skills in terms of soft skills or communication skills. Apart from all this, you might have some clients who come to you because of a heartbreak. Okay, the girlfriend, ditched, or there's a friction between both of them, or husband wife having a quarrel. So what is the secret recipe Pratibha gives?
Oh my God. Frankly speaking, yes, I had encountered such one or two cases here and there. Though I work on the first impression only, because I always say that communication is the key. Because every girl, for that matter, it loves you to be an expressive person, for that matter. So usually guys are known to not so expressive, for that matter, and they are really bad at the grooming skills. Of course, no doubt. Usually, I'm just, again, I don't want to stereotype, but again,
Yes.
I'm just telling in generic. So kind of. So I had them to work on their grooming skills and being more expressive. And I think these things, and of course, little of manners, etiquette, for that matter. Sometimes they do not follow while eating. They might fill the entire plate and eat. These are the various minute things, but again, might count to a girl usually. So these are the things I help them out. And yeah, I think not really very, I don't have any such secret recipe, but yes, I might understand from the girl's perspective and try to make them understand on those lines. Yeah.
You should actually say that that's a secret recipe I don't want to reveal live.
Because I share this to each and every of my client, for that matter, but at the business end, professional end. But this is with respect to a date, or when you go outside, how do you have to gift her, how do you have to make her feel special? So with you expressing, being more expressive is all about, I think that's the secret recipe you have to ask me seriously.
Okay, so what is the urgent priority for Pratibha? What is she working on now?
Right now, you're asking.
Yes.
Okay, so as now everything is completely online, and now I have completely come to a full-fledged online training.
Mhm.
So I'm working on my revamping my own website, and planning to create a funnel method for my own program. So I'm like kind of expanding my own this thing and working on myself as such, along with the trainings, what's happening. I felt this is the right time to invest money, because I'm able to save a lot of money, because I'm not venturing out, I'm not shopping, I'm not doing anything. So I have a good amount of money. I thought, let me invest on self and, expand my business more and more. Yeah, that's
Superb.
my highest priority as of now.
Okay, so everybody has a skill, signature
Hmm.
style. Okay, and there are a lot of image consultants out there. Okay, I mean, though it is a new consulting area,
Right.
what is your signature style? What are the areas you feel that out of like 10-20 categories of image consulting, what are your signature styles or categories where you are really best?
Okay, so you want to know the program names you're saying as such, 10
Yeah,
different
what
topics?
sort of client issues you can
Mhm.
really handle well? Out of like there might be 10-20 categories of people who come to you with a specific issue or specific challenge that I want to improve on this area. What are those 2-3 things which is like your specialty? Pradeepa feels like, yeah, this is like I can just do it.
Core expertise, yeah. You mean to say my core expertise?
Yeah.
Simple. Yes, absolutely. I would say that simple. First and foremost is I always define this as a curve, life curve. A college student who has completed his graduation and looking for his dream job. He'll be my ideal client, ideal target audience, for that matter. Because where again we offer him a 10-day program, college to corporate, where he will train him on interview skills, how to present before, during, after interview, and simple as your time management, time and stress management. Though I'm talking about time management, how to be on time, and because your time management says about how do you respect the other person, how much it actually tells a lot about you as a person, and of course in these days how to manage stress. So these are things for a college student, for that matter. And coming to an alliance, for that matter, when if you're looking for like a life partner, and that could be a turning point in your life. So again, that's another curve in your life, a turning point in your life. So there exactly could be simple as your grooming skills, analyzing your personal style, and if at all you are in a very assertive person, how do you have to tone down? And communication is not just about English communication or any language communication. It's about what to say, when to say, and how to say. So these are few things along with that, I would say that. And coming to a business owner or an entrepreneur, for that matter, if usually business owners or a professional approaches me saying that I'm really good at what I'm doing, I'm really working hard to, but still I'm not getting what I deserve. So this is what they come up with. So I always tell them, are you good at your presenting your skills? Like if you have done an extra 1 hour or an extra something, are you able to put that across during your in appraisal? Are you able to negotiate with the people? Because if at all you are a business owner, if you're not good at negotiating, if you're being and always in search of new customers, actually your existing customers are your brand ambassadors. Now most of us are unaware about that. They think that once I work with you, I'm done with you. Then what next? I always keep searching for new customers, but actually your existing customers could be your brand ambassadors. So how to delight your existing customers, and more importantly these days for especially college students, working on the attitude, because we believe attitude is the one thing which takes you to the altitude actually. So if you don't have the attitude in place, then everything goes in wrong. So this is a few topics I would say that, did I count 10? I'm not sure, but yes, these are a few topics which I can say that I have core expertise on this.
Super. Now, with this experience, you've got corporate experience, you've been a trainer, you know how important soft skills are. You've been coaching, and you have some very good testimonials where you have transformed people, not only in terms of career but also personal life. So, with
Right.
all this experience, what would you do if you become the chief minister? What are the areas you would focus on?
Okay. That's nice. So this is the one of question I would really wanted to answer. So I was kind of so prepared. So I strongly believe, even as I said during the interview also, that I strongly believe academics is not everything, because it has been always seen, observed, and said to even students or people, even at least now to a level it is toned down. But earlier during our college days and school days, it was said if you don't score in academics, that's the end of the world, almost. That is what has been we've been said, told, and we've been actually in a way brainwashed, I would say that. So we are not supposed to, it's like, we should not assess everyone on the same capability. Just like a common example and a very famous example, we're asking the fish and the monkey to climb the tree, and trying to understand, okay, this fish is not capable of doing what I'm asking to. So we are assessing on the same weighing scale for that matter. And I would say this life skills are not just the essential skills, they are the skills which will help you to thrive in life, not just survive. So another example, if I have to give you, for example, project manager or a purchase manager. So they'll be taught, they'll be doing MBA and coming over here, but they'll be never taught how exactly they have to be more presentable, how good they have to be at negotiation skills, how good they have to be at customer service and all. So rather they've been taught on trigonometry or any college, like anything you can think, algebra or any other skills for that matter. This has never been part of academics, where I feel. So this is very important to make sure, if you can make it as a mandatory, that this soft skills or life skills, I call this as always as life skills more than soft skills, as mandatory during your school time, so that your emotional intelligence is really high. As we say, EQ, SQ, and all those things nowadays, it is not in place for that matter. So it's very important to make sure your emotional intelligence is maintained. So if you make this as a mandatory skills during your school days, you are a well balanced human being. You come across not only to handle success but also the failure at times, especially during this testing times. I'm sure we all of us agree that how important this life skills can be. So this is what I would like to say, that one is very important to make sure these skills are made mandatory during from the college, from the school days, or literally a part of our education system, I would say that.
I completely agree with you, Pratibha, because I have personally experienced it myself, and it really worked for me. Being yourself, talking what your heart says, not politically right, ensuring that things are done, no excuses moving forward. I think all these are now part of a curriculum apart from education. I'm an average or below average, pass ho gaya to bahut hai is was my style till date. And none of my experiences for 20 years in corporate life where I had to look back on my scores, on what I've achieved. But it's all about the personal rapport, the way you talk to people or deal with people, irrespective of which departments they belong to, your attitude towards work, ensuring that your work which is assigned you're doing good, not only good but beyond expectations, because that's one of the scoring which you have in appraisal. Do something good beyond what company expects from you. That's when you will have great respect in whatever you're doing. That really worked for me, and I'm sure some of these programs, if people like you who have come out of corporate life and taken this particular passion, can reiterate, give stories and reasons and instances how they can understand, so that these students can succeed and move forward. So thank you, thanks a lot for taking time out, and doing this, because there are very few people. And although this program is there available at a large scale, but there are very few people who are really good at it. And one of the intention of doing this particular show is people can get to know Pratibha well, before they sign up with you. Now they know Pratibha. They know, what her interests are, what her choices are, how she talks, and what are some success stories, etc. It is very important, and I personally believe once you know the person well, you get connected well, and you can avail their services tomorrow. Whatever you're doing, that will help you out. So friends, do connect with Pratibha. We'll share the social handles where she is available. Do connect with her, and or for that matter, do take up image consulting, and setting an example. Check out where you're lacking. It is worth investing that few coaching sessions where you get to know what you're lacking or what you need to work on based on your situation, whether you're in a career, you're working for a company, or you're in a business. Check out what's required, or your personal life. It is not necessary that you're perfect in your personal life as a parent, as a husband, as a wife, or as a as a son. So check out what improvements you can bring in your life, which will make it more fruitful, not only for you but the entire family. So thank you guys for joining in. Thank you, Pratibha. It was nice knowing you. Have a
Same.
great day ahead.
I love the way you summed up. I'm really happy to be part of this, and thank you so much for this opportunity, Gee.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Have a great Saturday.